Good morning. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, 12 Days of Christmas, December 23rd, 2023. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use a Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor? Is the frequency in use? This is a Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Is the frequency in use Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor?
Yes, the frequency is in use. Thank you for asking, sir.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much.
Let's take the north southbound.
Is the frequency in use Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor? Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor acting as special event station for Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo is 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ, it's Whiskey 2R, 5 Golden Rings, 12 Days of Christmas special event running through tomorrow, December 25th. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor is the special event station running Whiskey 2R, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, special event station. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere for the 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 Golden Rings, 12 Days of Christmas, home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, name Peter, Pop Echo, Tango Echo Romeo. You're very light, but I think November 8, Juliet, Foxtrot, Juliet. Stand by. Let me raise the preamp. Stand by. November 8, Juliet, Foxtrot, Juliet. CQ calling CQ calling CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 Golden Rings, 12 Days of Christmas. There you are, kind of light, John, but I think I've got you. November 8, Juliet, Foxtrot, Juliet. November 8th, Juliet, Foxtrot, Juliet. Is that a QSL? Roger, John. Thank you, John. Is this John from Michigan? Thank you, John. Glad we're able to get you in the log. Thank you for your patience. 73s, John, and a very Merry Christmas. Thank you, John. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere, this is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, 5th annual, 12 Days of Christmas, 5 Golden Rings, QRZ. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, 5 Golden Rings, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ from Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. Kilo Delta 2, is that Kilo Delta 2? I think it's Quebec Papa Oscar. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Thank you very much. You're 5 and 9, 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much. 5 and 9 getting Buffalo, New York. 73, Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much for making contact with us. 73s and a very Merry Christmas to you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas.
November Delta 2 Bravo.
Thank you. November Delta number 2 Bravo. Thank you so very much. 5 and 9. 5 and 9, and it's November Delta 2 Bravo. Thank you very much. I think it's Fred in New York.
No, it's Darwin. November Delta 2 Bravo.
Roger, yeah, it first came up incorrectly. Let's see. Let me clear that. Stand by a second. November Delta 2 Bravo. There you go. Yeah, when you put an incorrect call in the log, it stays with the name. Darwin, thank you, Darwin. Tupper Lake, 5 and 9.
You're also 5-9 up here. Have a Merry Christmas.
Have a very Merry Christmas to you, Darwin. Thank you so very much. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 1, Lima, Lima, Whiskey.
November 1, Lima, Lima, Whiskey. Thank you very much. 5-9, nice signal, Victor. Peter, Long Island, New York.
Thank you, Peter. You're also 5-9 in Massachusetts. Thank you for the event.
My pleasure, pleasure. We'll be going through the 25th, and my pleasure. How many have you collected so far?
You're going to be, let me count here, hold on. You're going to be number 7.
All right, you're on your way, just about there. Well, congratulations, and a very Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Thank you for the contact. 73s.
73, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, happy and healthy New Year. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, representing the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. 5 golden rings you'll collect from Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Mike Charlie returning.
Yes, I do. Kilo Charlie 3, Tango Mike Charlie. Thank you, Keith. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
You're 5-9 here in western Pennsylvania, greater Pittsburgh area. Nice getting here. I'm trying to go for a double. Thank you.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll get it. Good luck and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. A beautiful certificate will be awarded to you. Kilo 2 Romeo Yankee Delta. Go to the website. After the event closes, you can download your certificate. QRZ. N80 N80JJ. That's great for breakfast. Thank you very much, N80JJ. Hey, you're 5 and 9, 5 and 9. N80 N. Let me get that right. Is it N? Yeah, I think I have it right. N80. Let me make sure here. N80JJ. If that, no, that can't be right. Give me the correct call again.
USL, that is correct. November 8th, Oscar Juliet Juliet.
Now, if I have that right, yes, correct. You're Cody in West Virginia.
QSL, I'm in Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia. You're 5'9", by golly, you hit me 20 over a lot of times.
Oh, well, Cody, that's terrific. Thank you. You have a great signal here, too, in the Panhandle of West Virginia. Thanks, Cody. Merry Christmas and a very healthy New Year.
Same to you there. Same to you. Have a good one. Have a good outing there.
Thank you, Cody. Thank you very much. This is the fifth annual 12 Days of Christmas, and I'm Whiskey 2 Romeo, home call Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, located in Long Island, New York, and my name is Peter. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 12 days of Christmas, 5th annual 12 days of Christmas. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, calling and standing by. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 days of Christmas celebration. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, 5th annual 12 days of Christmas. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, W2R calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 days of Christmas, CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, 5th annual 12 days of Christmas. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, representing one of the 12 gifts, and that's 5 golden rings. CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, for Whiskey 2 Romeo, home call Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Long Island, New York. The name is Peter. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ.
Kilowatt 8 Lima Foxtrot calling.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to you. Kilowatt 8 Lima Foxtrot. Thank you. It's Peter in New York. Go ahead.
Roger, Peter. Been trying to find you when you were on 20. So cool. I got Romeo. I'm missing just one then. I don't know if I'll get him today. A lot of busy with family, but Merry Christmas up there to you in New York. This is Jerome, and we are in Williamsburg, Virginia. Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia. Over.
It's nice to say Colonial Williamsburg. That is so historic. Oh, Jerome, which one are you missing?
Whiskey 2 Papa. I need him probably on 40 meters because I think he's South Carolina. He's a little too close.
Okay, fine. I will put a notice on our Discord channel, and hopefully I can you can see that when I post it, perhaps on the cluster. So yeah, he's pretty active. So hopefully we'll see that he gets on 40. He's been on 20 an awful lot, and that's kind of a tough reach. Okay, Jerome, I will put that on the cluster now, and we'll see what happens. And if something comes up, maybe you'll be monitoring, and I'll let you know, Jerome. Hey, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay, yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'll keep a listen here for a little bit. And I'll spot you if you need another spot. This is your last spot was 10 minutes ago. 73s. And thanks for getting on the air. This is Kilo 8 Lima Fox 73s, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, Jerome, thank you very much. Yes, I could use another spot. Please, by all means, spot me. And let me get on the, I'm going to get on the Discord channel now, and we'll let them know. So we'll do that. Stand by 1 second. Okay, Jerome, that's been posted, and if something comes back in a couple of minutes, I will let you know for sure. 73 is Jerome. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas listening.
Roger, and I spotted you, so you should hopefully get some callers. Okay, now left clear.
Thank you, 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas.
November 3, November India Kilo.
November 3, November India Kilo. Good morning to you. Let me get the 3 out there for us. November 3, November India Kilo. I believe this is David in Pennsylvania.
QSL, Dave in Pennsylvania. I've got you 5-9 here in Pennsylvania today.
Thank you, Dave, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. And how many have you collected of the 12 days?
You're number 9. You're number 9.
You're on your way, David. Hey, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and they'll be active. We've got 25 volunteers, and I'm sure a good number of them will be on and off during the day. 73s, David. Have a healthy.
73.
Thank you, sir. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar Charlie Alpha.
Oscar Charlie Alpha. Thank you, Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar Charlie Alpha. Very good morning to you, Michael. In Massachusetts, it's Peter, Long Island, New York.
Hey, Peter, you're on at 5-9. The Mike Alpha, Massachusetts. Right out here, precinct.
Thank you so very much. Nice to hear that. I appreciate that. 73s, and have a wonderful day, wonderful holiday. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas.
November 9, Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
The Bravo station again?
November 9, Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
November 9. Thank you, Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Good morning to you, Christopher, from New York, Plainview, New York, Christopher. Nice to have a local person, I think.
Yeah, I'm local. So it's great to hear you. Thank you for doing this. Merry Christmas and 73.
Merry Christmas. By any chance, would you be able to see us at Ham Radio University, January the 6th?
It is on my calendar, and that is great to hear that you will be there. I will look forward to meeting you. Yes, I am absolutely attending on January 6th at LAU.
Christopher, that is just terrific. Look forward to saying a hello to you, and I'll be doing the satellite forum at 11 a.m. on January the 6th. 73s, and look forward to seeing you. Make sure you call me out.
I will definitely. What was your first name?
That's Peter, and my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll definitely look forward to you.
Thank you, Christopher. Thanks so very much. It's going to be fun, and the giveaway is really a beautiful hat. It's just gorgeous. Wait until you see it in person. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas.
November 2, Whiskey Bravo, Juliet. Kilo Whiskey Mike.
November 2, the Mike station standby. November 2, Whiskey Bravo, Juliet, I believe. Richard in Shirley, I believe.
QSL, you were about a 5-9 into Shirley this morning. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Richard. Hey, that's a nice Bengali kheer that you have.
Oh, yeah, I was just using it. Yeah, I love it. That's one of the best purchases I ever made.
You're so right. Now, I have that too. I believe, did we call that the Spark? Is that the Spark here?
QSL, that's the Bengali Spark.
Yeah, that is such a cool kheer. By any chance, will you be at HRU January the 6th?
I want to go. If nothing else happens, I'll be there for sure.
Oh, I hope so. And Howard, I'm sure, will be looking forward to seeing you on January the 6th. He has a nice forum set up on getting some secrets on how to really pick up your speed on CW.
Oh, great. That's good to hear. I'm glad they're going to be at, I'm a member of LICW. I'm glad they're going to be there. I didn't know that. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, we had a meeting with them 2 weeks ago. Our concern was, do we have enough bandwidth for Howard, because he's going to be putting a number of fellows on Zoom, and the answer was definitely a big yes. So that allowed Howard to be able to do the forum, and it's going to be a good one. As you know, I'm a member of LICW too. All forums are just terrific, and really, they put on HRU every single day. Every single day they put it on, Richard.
Good stuff. Good stuff. What is call?
My call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. QSL?
QSL. Well, thanks for all the info. Hopefully I'll see you at HRU. I'll look for you. 73, and Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, by all means, look for me. I will be. We're gonna have a beautiful club room, and it's going to be. There's two buildings now: the Humanities Building and the building that we normally had our event in. And the classrooms are bigger, roomier, cooler, and it's going to be just great. So do look forward to seeing you. 73s and Merry Christmas.
73.
Thank you, folks, for a little chat we had. Hopefully somebody's around. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 3, Papa Charlie.
Whiskey 4 Kilo Whiskey, Mike.
Mike, stand by. November 3, Papa Charlie Whiskey. Good morning. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Nicholas. And I believe you're in Maryland.
Yes, I am. Good morning. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I need you and the Whiskey 2 Golf are my last two to complete the series. So I appreciate finally catching you. So I'll let you get the other stations, but thank you very much for helping me get work down the list. You're 59 into Maryland.
Well, my pleasure. Yes, the other stations will be on. I'm seeing posts. They will be there. 73s, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual, 12 Days of Christmas.
Kilo 1 November Alpha Whiskey.
Whiskey, stand by. Kilo 1 first.
Kilo 1 November Mike Foxtrot.
Kilo 1 November Mike Foxtrot. Good morning, Dennis. Peter, Long Island, New York.
Hi, Peter. Good to hear you today. Merry Christmas, and you got a nice big signal here in New Hampshire, 5-9. Have a great New Year as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, 73s, Dennis. Thanks so much. You have a Merry Christmas, too. The Whiskey?
Roger that. Good morning. Kilo Echo 2 Alpha Whiskey QSL.
Yes, Kilo Echo 2 Alpha Whiskey. Is that Richard in New Jersey?
Roger. You got Rick in Surf City on Long Beach Island along the Jersey Shore. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Gorgeous location. Yes, had a friend who sailed in that area, and I joined him a couple of times. Just a very, very pretty location. Surprised that Bruce Springsteen didn't sing some songs about that area. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, and a very Happy New Year.
Roger that. I got you 5-7 down here, 5-7. I'm actually in and out between 5-9 and 5-7. QSL?
Yeah, QSL got you a solid 5-9. QSB as we normally would expect, but solid signal and very, very good audio. I'm almost guessing you have a 7300.
Yes. I just hooked up a Yaesu FT 2000 older model. Got it all working last night, and seems to be working fine from what you're telling me. So, 7-3, Merry Christmas, and thank you for the special event. Have a great day.
Well, thank you. The FT2000, I enjoy that radio. That is very good. And we use that on amateur satellites, and takes a little fiddling and patience, but it works well. Hey, doing a good job, and the audio also is very, very nice. Thanks a lot, 73s. Enjoy the holiday. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas.
November WG1 FLA.
The FLA first.
Whiskey Bravo 1, Foxtrot Lima Alpha. Name's Tom. You're 5-9 in Massachusetts.
What more can I ask? Whiskey Bravo 1, Florida Lima Alpha. Thank you, Tom. Got it all for the log. Thank you so much. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
7-3, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. QRZ.
November 2, Ocean Whiskey Delta.
November 2, Ocean Whiskey Delta. Thank you so very much. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, Merry Christmas to you. You're 5-9 to New Jersey. Thanks for doing the station.
My pleasure. Thank you for saying so. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha 2 Quebec.
The Quebec station. Alpha 2 Quebec. Thank you so very much. 5-7, Long Island, New York.
Very good. Thank you. 57 from Long Island, New York. You actually have 5-9 Indiana, 59 Indiana. Many thanks and a very Merry Christmas to you and the family.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and the family. And that's pretty good for this time of the day to get Indiana. You're doing well. 73s and Merry Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. By the way, if any stations are hearing me, and I hope there's some of you. I'm on Twitch TV. Twitch TV, my call sign, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. You'll see my pan adapter from my Flex Radio running around. So have some fun if you can tune in to that. Stand by for 1 second. Stand by. I have an update here. There's a gentleman, I'm headed to church. This fellow says he's going to be Kilo 2 Papa, and it's going to be about a half hour. Kilo 2 Papa will be on 40 meters. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 12 days of Christmas. Home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, listening. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 days of Christmas. You will earn 5 golden rings, no charge. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings.
Whiskey 8 Tango Golf Bravo.
Tango, a Golf Bravo. Thank you. Whiskey 8 Tango Golf Bravo. Thank you so very much. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thanks. 5-9 Michigan. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tim. Thank you so very much. Nice signal from Michigan this morning on 40 meters. Thanks for checking in and saying hi to us on this very special event, the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot Oscar.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, a Kilo Oscar. Thank you so very much, Brian. This is Peter, Long Island, New York.
UFL, I'm reading a pretty good year in Northern Virginia, Victor Alpha.
Thank you, Brian, for Victor Alpha. Thank you, and a very Merry Christmas, prosperous, happy, healthy New Year. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, representing the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, representing 5 golden rings for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Earn all 12 gifts and you will get a nice certificate. Contact just one station and you'll get a certificate. QRZ.
November 4, Juliet Oscar Mike.
Juliet Oscar Mike. There's a certificate owner. Good for you. November 4, Juliet Oscar Mike. This is Peter, Long Island, New York.
Roger, got about a 5-5 on you down here in South Carolina.
I'll take that. Thank you very much. That's pretty good for 40 in a morning. Thank you so very much, and a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year to you. Be well. Thank you. 73s.
73, Merry Christmas, you too.
Thank you so very much. A big Merry for you as well. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. I think there's a Whiskey Tango. Roger, Whiskey Echo 1 Radio, 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Thank you. I got the 57 in Connecticut. And let me QSL, give me a confirmation on the call. Is that Whiskey Echo 1 Romeo? Roger that. Thank you. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ? The mobile station?
Kilo Zulu 2 Golf Mobile.
Kilo Zulu 2 Golf Mobile. Thank you very much. Yeah, I kind of stepped on you there. Thank you, Jeff. Long Island, New York, a 5 and 7.
You're 5-9 here in New Jersey. Merry Christmas.
Jeffrey, Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year, and thanks a lot for participating in the Whiskey 2 Romeo 12 Days of Christmas. 73s to you in good health. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
3 Juliet Charlie Bravo.
Juliet Charlie Bravo again.
Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Bravo. You're 5-9 here in Pennsylvania.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much for the 5-9 in Pennsylvania. You're 5'9" also in Long Island, New York, John. And I'm looking at your QRZ profile page. Is looks like a nice dog there, and on your lap. Is that a current picture?
Well, that's Oscar. He's a border collie and rat terrier mix, and boy, he's a piece of work, I'll tell you, over.
Yeah, I know. The border collies, they certainly they require a lot of exercise. That is for sure. And interesting, I have a cat named Oscar, so I'm sure if they got together, they might get along there, John.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. He thinks he doesn't like cats, but we go for a walk about every other day, and there's some cats in the neighborhood here. And first thing you know, they're beside one another looking at each other. So he really doesn't, he likes to chase squirrels and chipmunks, over.
That's okay. We allow that. That's the wild category. Well, that's a beautiful dog, and enjoy it, and have a wonderful Merry Christmas with him and the family. 73s, John.
Roger, 7-3, and Merry Christmas.
A very Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, that is a Christmas card, that QSL profile, John, that you have. Put that right on a Christmas card. It would look beautiful. I'm sure you've done that. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 3 Romeo Julia whiskey.
Let's see now. I think I have Kilo 3 Juliet Romeo Whiskey.
QSL is Romeo Juliet whiskey.
Switch 'em. Romeo Juliet. K3 Romeo Juliet Whiskey. Ronald in Pennsylvania.
That's QSL on that one. Mary to everybody.
Oh, and Merry times 2 to everybody else, too. Thank you, 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta 4, Hotel Lima Victor.
Victor, hold on one moment. I have another Victor. Victor Alpha 3.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Delta.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Delta. Nice call. Nice audio. 5-9, Tom, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, 5-9 and 73, thanks.
My pleasure. Victor Station?
Kilo Delta 4, Hotel Lima Victor.
Hotel Lima Victor. Thank you so much. Kilo Delta 4. Hotel Lima Victor. Thank you. 5-9, Martin, Long Island, New York.
Roger, 5-9, Buffalo, Western New York.
Right. Is that, am I saying it right? Chictagua. Chictagua, something like that, right?
Yeah, you're pretty close. It's Cheektowaga. It's an Indian name.
Yes, Cheektowaga. Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me get that. Good. 73s. Merry Christmas. QRZ. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Any stations that'd like to participate and get a certificate for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. You know, get them while they're hot, and there's really no waiting. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha Bravo 1 Radio.
Thank you. Is that Alpha Bravo 1 Radio?
Alpha Bravo 1, Bravo Lima.
Right. Okay. Alpha Bravo 1 Bravo Lima. I kind of smashed 2 calls. Scott, Long Island, New York, 5-9.
Roger, thank you. 5-9 in the Finger Lakes of New York.
Beautiful area. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for making contact with us. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Tango 1 Radio.
There you go. There was an R in there somewhere. Whiskey Tango 1 Radio. Good morning and a very Merry Christmas to you. 5-9, Bruce, Long Island, New York.
Okay, terrific. Thanks. We worked a couple of minutes ago. The conditions weren't great. You're a 5-9 Connecticut, and I want to wish you a joyous Christmas. So keep up the good work. Whiskey Tango 1 Radio.
Oh, thank you very much. That's much better. That's like a 5-9. And thank you so much for coming back, and thanks for participating in this wonderful event that Lou and Sally have put together. 73s and a joyous Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 2, Fox Kilo, November.
Yeah, Whiskey 2 Fox Kilo November. 5-9 plus, Richard, Long Island, New York.
Very good. You're also 5-9 plus yourself. Have yourself a fantastic, fabulous holiday, and thanks for a quick contact. Take care and be well.
Well, thank you. Fantastic and fabulous. I have not gotten that all weekend. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that right in my pocket and remember that. Thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Tango.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Tango. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Correct. You are 5-9, Ohio. Thanks, being out there with your special events. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I want to make sure, is this Doug in Ohio?
Roger.
Thank you, Doug. Merry Christmas to you as well. Kilo 2, Whiskey 2 rather. Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas.
Kilo Bravo 8, Kilo Mike Hotel.
Let's see, I think there's a Tango there, but Kilo Bravo 8, Kilo Mike Hotel, 59 Long Island, New York.
Oh, thank you very much. You're 5-9 into Huntington, West Virginia.
Norman, thank you for Huntington, West Virginia. Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year to you. QRZ.
Whiskey 2, Tango, Papa Echo.
There you go. Whiskey 2, Whiskey 2 Tango Papa Echo. Whiskey 2 Tango Papa Echo, 59 Long Island, New York.
Hey, you are 10 over S9 into Central New York, north of Syracuse. QSL.
Oh, yes, north of Syracuse. Know the area well. Would pass through that area as I was going to Watkins Glen, New York. Thank you so much, 73s, and a very Merry Christmas to you. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Long Island, New York, specifically Northport, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 2, Alpha Zulu Mike.
Alpha Zulu Mike, thank you. Kilo Charlie 2, Alpha Zulu Mike, 59 Long Island, New York.
Roger, you're 5-9 also.
Thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas to you. Be very well. QRZ. I heard a station in there kind of got buried a little bit in the noise floor. Let's try again. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Yeah, it's kind of in the noise floor, but maybe it'll improve in a little bit. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah, I hear some stations in there, but right now the noise floor is kind of burying you. It's my apologies for having a little noise here. That's 40 meters in the morning. And also a little stormy, some pops now and then. QRZ, with anybody, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo listening. I think I heard an Echo Oscar. An Echo Oscar. I'm listening. I think it's Kilo Bravo 4, Echo Oscar Sierra. Is that correct? Yeah, missed that again. Give me the call again. Give me your call again. Okay, Kilo Quebec 4, Echo Oscar Sierra. Is that correct? Okay, I think it's Kilo Quebec 4, and then I have an Oscar. And give it to me again 2 times, please. Give it to me again twice. Didn't get that. Only got Kilo Quebec 4. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Oscar. Is that correct? Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Oscar. Okay, Kilo Quebec 4, Echo Oscar. Kilo Quebec 4, Echo Oscar. Is that correct? I think there's one more letter I'm missing. One more letter. Kilo Quebec 4, Echo Oscar question mark. Yeah, your audio sounds a little muffled. That's part of my problem. What's the last letter? What is the last letter? Is that Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Oscar Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Oscar Tango? One more time again. Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Oscar. I think you're saying the last letter. Give me the last letter one more time. Give it to me a couple of times, the last letter. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my preamp up. It's going to increase the noise level a bit, but let's see what happens now. Okay, one more time. I may be able to get it now. Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Oscar. Give me your call again. No, I don't hear you. Kilo Quebec 4, are you there? Okay, nothing heard. Maybe a little bit later. Thanks for trying. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas.
November 2, Yankee India Echo.
Yankee India Echo, thank you. November 2, Yankee India Echo, thank you. 59, Long Island, New York.
Hey, Roger, 59 plus 40 into New Jersey. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Thank you for the contact, 73.
Well, that's a lot of DBs. Thank you so very much. 73s, must have a pipeline there. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, CQ calling CQ, 12 Days of Christmas and listening. The station ending in Juliet? Roger, Kilo Foxtrot 3, Delta Juliet, 59, Long Island, New York.
Roger, you're 59 in Western Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for saying so. Merry Christmas to you and a very Happy New Year. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 2, Alpha Sugar United.
Thank you for waiting. I thought I heard you there. November 2, Alpha Sugar United. Thank you. 59, Long Island, New York.
Affirmative 59 from Southern New Jersey.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo, home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, name is Peter, Long Island, New York. Just got a tote board total, 31,938 QSO so far, 31,938. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings you'll earn of the 12 gifts. One of the 12 gifts is 12 Days of Christmas, QRZ. Kilo Foxtrot again? Thank you. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Mike, uniform. Thank you. Paul, I believe you're in Kentucky. 57 Long Island, New York. Thank you, Paul. Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere for the 12 days of Christmas. We are in our 11th day. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. CQ, CQ, CQ. Earn 5 golden rings. Kind of cheap. Normal cost would be $2,500 if you went out there. But here on amateur radio, it's free and you also get a certificate for it. What more can you ask? Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ and listening. CQ, 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 Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas, Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo listening. Where am I? 7194. Roger, good morning. Good morning. I just have a post. You can't hear me on 40. Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel. Victor Papa 2, Victor Papa 2, India, Echo India Hotel. Echo India Hotel. Okay. What we're going to do, Ira, is we're going to bring the antenna your way. Stand by, Ira. All right, Ira, let's try. Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel. Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel. I have all of a sudden a loud signal here. Sounds more like interference. I'm going to move a couple of KCs up. Is the frequency in use? Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay. Ira, right now, if you hear me, I'm on 7199.800. 7199.800. CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I'm going to call VP2 Echo India Hotel. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, I got you, Roger, QSYing. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Are you hearing me, Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel? Are you hearing me, Ira? Do you hear me? Ira, give me a call. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Why don't you call me? Give me a call. Let me see if I can hear you. Now, I guess propagation just isn't working right now. Try again. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Okay, you're calling me now. Go ahead, call me again, Ira. Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, well, we could try again later, but thanks a lot for the effort, Ira. Thanks a lot for the effort. 73s, and hopefully we can get you later. 73s, and Merry Christmas, nevertheless, and Happy New Year. Hopefully we'll have a little opening later. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings.
Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Yankee.
Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Yankee. Yes, sorry for the delay with trying to work a station. He's on Twitch and he's sending me a couple of messages. Okay, fine. Whiskey 2, Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Yankee, 5'9", Neil, Long Island, New York.
Okay, 5'9" into Bayport. Nice signal.
Thank you, Neil. Is it by any possibility, can you make Ham Radio University this year at the CW Post?
Oh, yeah, I'm one of the moderators. I'm doing fun.
Neil, I'm sorry. I didn't get you. My head wasn't wrapped around your call. Hey, Neil, it's Peter, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. My apologies.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I figured you got my call because you got my name.
Yeah, right. But you know what? Calls are just all jumbled up in my head. So thanks, Neil. I appreciate that. And Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. We'll catch you. And thanks a lot for all your help.
Okay, what's W2R? I'm not sure what that. I'm not up to date on that.
No, that's okay. This is a celebration. Lou NO2C and Sally Kilo 2 Romeo Yankee Delta have invented this 5 years ago. 12 days of Christmas. The objective is to collect all 12 gifts, and you receive a nice certificate from them. I'm 5 golden rings representing Romeo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Have fun with the special event.
Thank you very much, Neil, and have a good day. And you sound good, by the way. Your audio sounds fantastic. Really a good sound, good solid sound on the audio.
Yeah, we're just running my K3.
Yeah, K3 is getting a good modulation. Thank you, Neil. And 73s, and let me officially end with a hoot hoot to you, Neil. 73s.
Hoot hoot 73.
Thanks a lot, Neil. Be good. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Delta 2, Zulu Tango Alpha.
Zulu Tango Alpha. Thank you. Kilo Delta 2, Zulu Tango Alpha. Thank you. 5 and 9, Kevin, from Long Island, New York, and you're in Massapequa Park, I believe.
Yeah, Roger. Thanks for being here on Christmas Eve. I've gotten a few of the calls from around the country, so I appreciate the service.
My pleasure. And will you be at Ham Radio University?
Yeah, I was planning on it, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We are going to have a real big party, 25th anniversary, LIUCW Post. And say hello to me. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. I'll be doing the satellite forum for them.
Oh, will do. I'm also an undergraduate graduate from Long Island University, so it's going to have a double meaning for me. I haven't been back there in over a decade.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a beautiful campus there in Westbury. We visited a couple of the buildings there, and it's just gorgeous the way it formerly, obviously was an estate, but really enjoy walking around there. Well, 73s, Kevin. Look forward to seeing you, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Thanks again. 73. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, 73s, Kevin. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ. This is the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. CQ calling CQ. 5 golden rings you can earn. 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Thank you very much, VP2EIH, and the same to you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. And by the way, thank you very much for following me as too. Let me say thank you, VP2EIH. Thanks for the follow on Twitch TV. Appreciate that very, very much. QRZ. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is a Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 3, Bravo, Juliet.
Whiskey 3 Bravo Juliet. Genki, good afternoon. Nice signal, 5 and 9, John, from Long Island, New York.
Okay, QSL, thank you very much for being there. You're also 5 and 9 plus 20. QSL?
Thank you very much. I got that. Thank you so much for that. And have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, John. Thanks for the contact.
You too, 7-3.
7-3s, John. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Name is Peter, Long Island, New York. QRZ, QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ and listening. November 8, Tango Sierra uniform. Thank you. November 8, Tango Sierra uniform. Let me get that right. I got that right. Tango Sierra uniform. If I'm right, it's Tom in Ohio. Thank you, Tom. You're also 5'7" here in Northport, Long Island, New York, on the North Shore, 45 miles from New York City. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and the family. 73 is the best. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilowatt United 3 X-ray 1.
Kilowatt United 3 X-ray first, 5'9", Long Island, New York.
QSL Peter, here, 59 Pennsylvania, Papa House. So good luck to you, Vic.
Thank you, Barry. Good luck and Merry Christmas to you. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 1, Fox, Radio Zulu.
Kilo Charlie 1. Kilo Charlie 1. Fox. Is that Fox Romeo Zulu?
Yes, sir, it is, and I thank you very much. Now I have your call in my log, and I'm trying to find a 6 geese a laying for the Grand Slam for the sweep, and I can't find them anywhere. I know they're coming out of New York.
Okay. By the way, it's David in Maine. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're right on the beam there, my friend, and thank you very much for helping me. I don't mean to jam you up. I know you're receiving stations, but I'm looking for some help from a fellow ham.
That's okay. Give me a now. Which call are you looking for? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need 6 geese a laying. 6 geese a laying. W2G.
W22G. Okay, I'm going to put that on our Discord channel. And let's see. Does it matter what band they're on?
No, it doesn't matter to me. I do them all, and I'll tell you what. You're a gentleman and a scholar and a patriot, and not necessarily in any particular order.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a patriot, yes, and a gentleman. I know that. A scholar, well, that's questionable. I have other members of the family who are real scholars, David. But let me just tell you, you have a wonderful signal from Maine, and I got to tell you, a quick look. I would think maybe you have a similarity to another David, Mr. David Letterman.
He sure did. He got off the television and he just went right straight. He threw his razor blade away and the shave cream to boot. You're making me laugh. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, my friend. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've never met a bad ham. They're always willing to reach out and help. And so you're stellar as far as I'm concerned, okay? And you're 5'9" into the red.
Thank you very much, David. That's a wonderful Christmas gift to you. And let me wish you, in addition to happy and healthy, let me wish you a very humorous New Year, and that will certainly lower our blood pressure. Thank you so much. I put the call out, and we'll see. Looking for W. I want to see if there's a response from that. Stand by 1 second before you leave, and what will happen is that. There you go. So if I hear a W2G come on, I'm just going to let you know. If you want to just monitor for a minute or two, we'll see what happens. Thanks, David, and thanks for all the kudos. Back to you as well. Merry Christmas.
Well, the good Lord has given me 72 years of health and happiness. Had I known I would live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. But I want to thank you once again, and I will stand by. I'm in no particular hurry these days. I'm retired. Okay, my friend, and I'll log you on QRZ again, even though I have I have your station in already for the contest, special event. God bless you, and thank you again. Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Radio Zulu, standing by the monitor.
Thank you very much, Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Radio Zulu, W2R. And my home call, by the way, David, is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. That's fine. We'll see what happens with that, and I wish you, a very happy and healthy New Year, and thanks so much for the very kind words. The best of 73s to you. You're sounding just great there in Maine. And I wonder, I'll take better care of myself. I don't know if that was Yogi Berra or some other humorist. Where do you quote? I remember hearing that so many times. Who deserves that quote, David?
I wish I knew. That was something my papa used to say, but he had many famous quotes. One of my dad's famous quotes, he's resting with the Lord, but is rich or poor, you've got to have money.
That's right. Yeah, my dad would say that too, and my dad was born in 1917, so those are some golden sayings. Never go away, never get old. Well, 73s, David, and thank you so very much for the time.
You're a sweet man. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for helping out with the special event. I'll bet you there are many that are looking for you, and I hope you make strong connections. Kilo Charlie 1, friendly radio zone, southern coast of Maine, standing by.
Well, thank you very much. By the way, I'm on Twitch TV streaming as well. Twitch TV, my call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, if you want to hear your melodious voice there on Twitch TV. Thanks so very much, 73s. Whiskey 2 Romeo getting involved in QSOs, which is part of the fun of the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilowatt, America 3, Radio Lima, Zulu.
Thank you very much, and I want to thank you also for your extreme patience. Kilo Alpha 3, Romeo Lima Zulu, 5'9", George, Long Island, New York.
Great to hear you from Long Island, New York. You are 5'9" here in Massachusetts. Mike Alpha, QSL.
QSL Mike Alpha, thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you so much for contacting us for the 12 Days of Christmas. You have earned 5 golden rings, no charge, and you'll get a certificate, maybe more if you made more contacts. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRZ. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ, CQ calling, CQ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling, CQ, CQ calling, CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, W2R, Long Island, New York. CQ calling, CQ, CQ calling, CQ from Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Thank you very much. Kilo 2, Delta Tango Echo. Thank you so much. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York.
This is K2PT, Kilo 2 Delta Tango Echo.
Roger that. Kilo 2 Delta Tango Echo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 and 7. New York. 73s to you as well. And do I have the call right? Kilo 2 Delta Tango Echo?
That's a QSL. Kilo 2 Delta Tango Echo. Kill the electron.
There you go. Merry Christmas to you, 73s. Kilo 2 Romeo. What are you doing? What exactly are you doing? The frequency. I think we'll see.
You can't turn it on the radio, that's why you're talking quickly, huh?
Thanks, I'm on the phone. I'll be back. I'm listening.
Okay, I'll catch you later. Hello there, JN1XY, you sounding good.
Okay, this is Whiskey 2 Romeo. We're going to be going QRT for a while. Whiskey 2 Romeo, QRT for this session of Twitch TV.